Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're focusing on skilled workers who are moving to the UK on a skilled worker visa. If you're arriving for a job with a UK employer, this video will prepare you for questions about your certificate of sponsorship, your employer, and your work details. Let's dive in. Let's start with questions about your certificate of sponsorship. This document is essential for your skilled worker visa, and you'll need to answer questions about its details. Do you have your certificate of sponsorship? You could say, yes, I have my certificate of sponsorship here with me. What is the certificate of sponsorship number? You could say, the certificate of sponsorship number is ABC 123456. Who is your sponsoring employer? You could say, my sponsoring employer is Spice Haven, a restaurant chain in London. What is your job title as per your certificate of sponsorship? You could say, my job title on the certificate of sponsorship is Senior Chef de Partie. What is the skill level required for your position? You could say, the skill level required is RQF Level 3, which is in line with my training and experience as a chef. Next, we'll look at some questions about how you found this job and other employment details. How did you find this job? You could say, I found this job through a recruitment agency that specializes in culinary placements, and they connected me with Spice Haven. What was the application process like? You could say, the application process included a CV submission, a phone interview, and a cooking trial where I had to prepare a few sample dishes. Do you have an employment contract? You could say, yes, I have a signed employment contract, which includes all terms of my employment. What is your salary? You could say, my salary is £28,000 per year, as outlined in my contract. What are your working hours? You could say, I'll be working 40 hours a week, mainly during the afternoon and evening shifts. Where will you be working? You could say, I'll be working at Spice Haven's main location in central London. Now let's talk about your sponsoring employer. What does your employer do? You could say, Spice Haven is a restaurant group specializing in authentic Indian cuisine, operating several locations in London. How long has your employer been in business? You could say, Spice Haven has been in business for 15 years and is a well-established restaurant chain in London. How many employees does your employer have? You could say, they have around 100 employees across their locations. What is the company's address? You could say the main office and flagship location are at 45 King Street, London. Next, we'll cover your qualifications and work experience for this position. What qualifications do you have for this job? You could say, I completed a diploma in culinary arts from the Culinary Academy of India, which included training in international and Indian cuisines. Do you have relevant work experience? You could say, yes, I've worked as a chef in Mumbai for 5 years, most recently as a sous chef at an Indian restaurant. Are you bringing any dependents with you? You could say, no, I'm currently traveling alone. My family will be joining me later once I settle in. Finally, here are a few additional questions that may come up. Do you plan to return to your home country? You could say, yes, after my contract period is complete, I plan to return to India where my family and community are. Are you aware of the conditions of your work visa? You could say, yes, I understand the terms and conditions of my skilled worker visa, including the IHS fees and work restrictions. What ties do you have in your home country? You could say, my family is in Mumbai, and I own a home there. I also have a long-term job network and community connections back in India. And that's it. I hope this guide helps you feel more prepared to answer questions at passport control when you arrive in the UK on a skilled worker visa. Just remember to answer confidently and honestly. Safe travels, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more helpful tips. See you in the next video.